Imagine a world where every business you see, every app, every product, looks exactly the same.
Scary, right?
Now, what if I told you that the secret to escaping this boring future lies in a single idea, creating something new instead of copying what's already out there? That's the bold promise of Zero to One by Thiel, a book that doesn't just teach you how to succeed, but how to change the world. Stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll unpack its biggest lessons, share real-world examples, and show you how to apply them, starting today. Zero to One, written by Thiel and Blake Masters, is all about building a future that doesn't just copy and paste. Thiel, a billionaire entrepreneur who co-founded PayPal and invested early in Facebook, argues that real progress comes from going 0 to 1, creating something totally new rather than 1 to n, which is just improving what already exists. In 2025, with AI and tech shaping our lives more than ever, this book feels like a wake-up call for anyone who wants to stand out in a crowded world. Concept 1. 0 to 1 versus 1 to n. 1 to n is horizontal progress, basically copying what already works. Like opening yet another coffee shop in a city that already has 50. But 0 to 1? That's vertical progress. That's innovation. It's when you create something brand new, something the world has never seen before. Most businesses are stuck chasing competition. They're playing the same game, using the same rules. But going from 0 to 1 is about changing the game entirely. It's not about being greedy or crushing rivals. It's about building something so unique, so valuable that you don't have competition. You become the only one doing what you do. That's how you create a monopoly in the best sense of the word. Take Tesla, for example. While traditional car companies kept pumping out gas-powered vehicles, Tesla flipped the script. They didn't just make a better car. They reimagined transportation itself with electric power and self-driving tech. They didn't enter an existing market. They invented a new one. That's the secret to building a monopoly, not by crushing the competition, but by doing something so different no one else even thought of it. So here's a challenge. Think of one problem in your life or your community that no one is solving. Something small, even as simple as a smarter way to organize groceries. Start there. Solve it better than anyone else. And if you do it right, you won't just be competing, you'll be the only one. Concept 2. Competition is for losers. Thiel flips a belief most of us grew up with. Competition isn't always good. When everyone's fighting over the same customers, profits get sliced thin. Just look at airlines constantly undercutting each other with cheaper and cheaper tickets. Instead of competing, Thiel says, create the monopoly. Not the evil, corporate kind, but the kind where you're doing something so uniquely valuable, no one else even comes close. Think about Google. They dominate over 90% of the search market, not because they're shady, but because their product is so good, we don't even consider alternatives. Or look at PayPal. They didn't try to take down every bank on earth. They found a tiny niche, eBay payments, and absolutely nailed it. That focus turned into a $1.5 billion acquisition. Thiel puts it this way: all happy companies are different. Each one earns a monopoly by solving a unique problem. All failed companies are the same. They failed to escape competition. So next time you start a project, don't ask, how do I beat the competition? Ask, what can I do that no one else is even thinking about? Maybe it's a podcast about something super specific, a niche no one's explored yet. That's where the magic happens, and that's your 0 to 1 moment. Concept 3. Build a strong foundation. Thiel throws out a crucial warning. Startups don't usually fail because of bad luck. They fail because they skip the basics. To build something great, you need 3 core ingredients. 1. A product that's at least 10x better than what's out there. 2. The right timing. And 3. A tight-knit, loyal team. PayPal nailed this. They didn't try to serve everyone. They focused on a specific group, eBay sellers, and expanded from there. Look at AI tools like ChatGPT. It wasn't just a slightly better chatbot. It was way smarter, launched right when the world was hungry for productivity tools, and backed by a small, mission-driven team at OpenAI. Thiel puts it bluntly, A startup messed up at its foundation cannot be fixed. That's why, before diving into a big, flashy idea, start small. Thinking of selling handmade jewelry? Don't launch a full-blown store overnight. Start with 5 standout designs and a few real customers. Get it right from the ground up. Because if your foundation is solid, you've already won half the battle. Concept 4. The last mover advantage. Forget being first. Thiel says the real winner is the last one standing. It's not about who came up with the idea. It's about who perfected it. Not the first phone, but the iPhone that changed everything. Long-term thinking always beats short-term hype. Take Amazon. In 2025, they're still the king of e-commerce. Were they the first online store? Nope. But they mastered logistics, earned customer trust, and built something so solid. No one's caught up. So here's the takeaway. Don't rush to launch. Take the extra time to make your idea undeniable. Whether it's a blog, an app, or a side hustle, ask yourself, will this still matter 10 years from now? If the answer's yes, you're not just building for now, you're building to last. Concept 5. The power law of success. Thiel introduces something called the power law, and it flips the way most people think about success. In simple terms, a few big wins matter way more than a bunch of small ones. In venture capital, one massive hit, like Facebook, can cover the cost of dozens of failed startups. And the same rule applies to life. Don't spread yourself thin chasing everything. Focus on what gives you the biggest return. Think about influencers. One viral video can earn more than 100 average posts combined. One big move beats 100 small ones. Thiel puts it like this. In a power law world, you don't get rich by diversifying. You get rich by going all in on the one thing that works. So here's the move. Pick one skill, one project this month. Maybe it's learning video editing, starting a niche channel, or building that app you've been sitting on. Go deep. And let go of the stuff that's just giving you meh results. Because in a power law world, average doesn't cut it. Unlock the secrets of innovation. 5 timeless lessons from 0 to 1 that will change how you see the world. Peter Thiel's 0 to 1 isn't just a book. It's a manifesto for dreamers, builders, and rule breakers. If you've ever wondered how to create something truly original, these 5 razor-sharp insights will stay with you long after you turn the last page. 1. The most contrarian thing of all is not to oppose the crowd, but to think for yourself. Rebelling is easy. True originality? That's rare. Instead of just resisting the status quo, forge your own path. The greatest innovators didn't follow trends, they set them. 2. Monopoly is the condition of every successful business. Competition is overrated. The best companies don't win by fighting. They win by being uniquely valuable. If you're easily replaceable, you're racing to the bottom. But if you're one of a kind, that's where real success begins. 3. What important truth do very few people agree with you on? This is the question that sparks revolutions. The next big idea won't come from consensus. It'll come from someone bold enough to believe what others dismiss. What's your unpopular truth? 4. Technology is miraculous because it allows us to do more with less. Progress isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. The greatest breakthroughs save time, energy, and effort, turning the impossible into the everyday. 5. The future is not something to predict. It's something to build. Forget fortune-telling. The future belongs to those who create it. Waiting for tomorrow is a gamble, but shaping it? That's power. Which of these ideas resonates with you most? The next chapter of innovation starts with you. However, Peter Thiel's 0 to 1 is undeniably revolutionary, but not everyone is convinced. While its bold ideas have inspired a generation of entrepreneurs, some argue that Thiel's vision overlooks key realities. The monopoly debate. Is competition really the enemy? Thiel champions monopolies as the pinnacle of success, but critics push back. What about the upside of competition? Look at the airline industry. Chaotic? Yes, but cutthroat rivalry keeps fares low for consumers. If every company chased a monopoly, would innovation slow down? Would prices skyrocket? Thiel's framework doesn't quite settle the score. Not everyone can be Tesla. So, what's left for the rest of us? Till's playbook works brilliantly for Silicon Valley giants. But what about the small founder bootstrapping a business? Not everyone has Elon Musk's resources or Sergey Brin's luck. If monopolies are the only path to success, does that mean ordinary entrepreneurs are doomed? The book leaves that question hanging. Does this mean 0 to 1 is wrong? Not necessarily, but it's a reminder that even the boldest ideas have blind spots. The real challenge? Taking Till's insights and adapting them to the messy, competitive, unpredictable real world. What do you think? Does Till's vision hold up, or are the critics onto something? The core lessons of 0 to 1, recapped in one powerful minute. What's the secret to building something legendary? Peter Thiel's 0 to 1 distills it into 3 game-changing principles. 1. True success comes from creating something new. Don't just compete, invent. The next big thing won't be a copy. It'll be what no one else has imagined yet. 2. Escape competition. Dominate instead. Racing rivals is a grind. Monopolizing a niche? That's how you win big. Be the only one who does what you do. 3. Focus on big wins that last. Quick profits fade. Build something enduring, the kind of business that defines the future. These aren't just strategies, they're the mindset shift between following trends and setting them. Which lesson will you act on first? Here's the real question that could be burning in your mind right now. What's that one idea you've been keeping on the back burner? The problem no one else is bold enough to solve? Maybe it's a tiny spark today, but what if it's the next big thing tomorrow? Don't just dream it, build it. Start small, think unconventionally, and let's turn that what if into what's next. Drop your boldest idea below. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you're cooking up. And if this lit a fire under you, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's keep these game-changing conversations going. The future doesn't wait, will you? See you in the comments.